Phillies down to the Orioles 7-3. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. The Twins pounded out 17 hits in this one as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-1. The Braves snapped their 5-game losing streak as they manhandled the Marlins 8-2. The Rays put together 10 total hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 8-4. The Washington Nationals smacked 15 team hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-0. The Milwaukee Brewers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the win after some free baseball against the Pirates 5-4. The San Diego Padres broke up their 5-game losing skid as they beat the Cardinals on the road 11-8. The Diamondbacks only allowed 2 hits in the game as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 2-0. Ross Stripling got the win throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 4-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Texas Rangers and the Chicago White Sox. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Carlos Rodon, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
On his way into the box, there's a look at Shin-Soo Choo, so that means we are ready to get this one underway. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their 2nd win in their last 8 tries.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win Game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win Game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against a really good team. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, we learned in spring training this is an organizational mission. To lead the league in walks, create constant pressure on the pitcher, drive his pitch count up, foul off that tough 2-strike pitch, find ways to create opportunities to score runs. This team is a nightmare for the opposing pitcher to deal with.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short. Anderson scoops it up, and the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As the Rangers strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Well, trying to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Moncada fields it cleanly, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Gallo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
Into the box, Hunter Pence. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Weak chopper up the line. Moncada gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Rangers are in the run column first on the strength of this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up from guaranteed rate field, and the Rangers are staked to an early 1-0 lead. Shelby Miller, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. Here's Yonder Alonso, career line against Shelby Miller. He's 1 for 4. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he just misses with a curveball. In there, and it's even at 1. Alonso, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He's got plenty of contract security. This is the first year of a new 5-year deal.
Hey, he's certainly earned this long-term deal. But you have to assume that the last couple years on this thing, they are not going to get the return on their investment. They are expecting production early and often.
Now the 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Step on the bag for one. On to first, and they get Alonso as well. A double play. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. High in the air out to center field. The Shields is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing. Here's Rougned Odor now. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number one.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above average arms when guys try to steal on it.
Line drive to center field. Garcia is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number two.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the two-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With two outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, as he swings and hits a laser to right. But he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. A run for the Rangers thanks to the RBI double. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And this is looked at for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the White Sox second baseman. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Shin-Soo Choo. An on-base percentage nightmare for the opposition. That's what he's known for, getting on base. Also, he's dabbled in center field, but has since moved to the corner and is able to get the job done with a strong arm.
The pitch. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. One out, nobody on. Popped up. Andrews over to his left. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Batting average down in the low 210s. One home run and a dozen RBIs. One and one, the count to Wellington Castillo. First and second now, one man out. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
3-1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Hard hit toward the hole. A tag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on two base hits, no errors, and one man left on base. We played two full. It's the Rangers 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side as we get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan. First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner towards second. Oh, but he robbed him on a super diving catch.
Up next for the Rangers.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
Here's Joey Gallo now. He offers at it and sends a bouncer out to short. And that's the second out.
Up next for the Rangers.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Logan Forsythe. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So Hunter Pence will get a chance this inning following the two-out hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late two-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
In now, Hunter Pence. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Standing in now, Rougned Odor, as it's on the ground toward the hole. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no. In now, Yomer Sanchez, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Carlos Sanchez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Chu has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So one gone now in the inning, and with that, time for a check of the standings in the American League West as you get a look there at where the Rangers stand entering play. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes to Shields. Still going back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot to right center. Third home run for him on the year. And the White Sox have now made this a 2-1 ball game.
That ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of
here. Into the box now, Leury Garcia. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Second at bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first. Softly on a line to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Here's Yonder Alonso. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Runners on the move for second. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued 0-0.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Shields is there. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set, and the pitch. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And the runner will score from first. And he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable. Stepping in, Jose Abreu. Miller into the windup. First pitch on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Four runs here in this half inning. Change up low, 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. This ball will be chopped foul. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pence has a read on it. And the inning is over. So next to the plate for Texas, Jeff Mathis comes into this.
The catcher, number 2, Jeff Mathis.
So digging in now, Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Wellington Castillo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Runner goes for second. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. And another foul ball. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Up next for Chicago, left fielder.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. The 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the...
Hitting out for the Rangers. Shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
Ready once again, Tim Anderson earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Alonso, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. He's running. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. On the move is DeShields. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now at the plate, Yohan Moncada comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And Pence is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Sox leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Leading off is Texas, first baseman, Logan Forsythe. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Texas.
Digging in now, number.
Now batting, number 18. Now
Chris
pitching for
Martin
the Rangers,
takes over.
number 31, Chris Martin.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Swinging a soft liner, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit.
That's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky. Stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Here's the 0-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Reined in. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Nate Jones comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. Danny Santana will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Pickoff move to second, but the runner's back easily. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Santana hits a little over the 270 mark. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And he's back standing. Here he comes on 2-0. Popped him up. And this will land foul. And the pitch on 2-1. And a sinking fastball that stayed a little high apparently.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The 3-1 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Count still full, 3-2. To Shields over at second. Andres is over at first with one away. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Delmonico is after it, and no one will track it down. Another full count pitch home. Line towards center field. Garcia is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second.
The batter, designated hitter.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Line drive, base hit to right. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now here's a line drive, and this may turn things around. It's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Rougned Odor now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Delmonico is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So Nicky Delmonico will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd.
Fielder, Nicky Delmonico. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Texas, number 46, Genmar Gomez.
Next to bat.
And leading off for the White Sox.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Jose Leclerc is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. So far 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch. And that misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 1-2. That's popped up. Santana in foul ground. But this will land untouched. 2 out, nobody on.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Kelvin Herrera enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Elvis Andrus. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Now Andrus with a swing and a deep drive to left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Ball 1. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th. Danny Santana will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit up.
0-1, no strike.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it, the right fielder. He's got it one away.
Up next for the Rangers.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Past meetings with Kelvin Herrera. He's 1 for 4. First pitch on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. Behind 0-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Hit on the ground to third. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Leading off in the bottom of the ninth, catcher
Sean Kelly comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Texas, number 27, Sean Kelly.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. 1 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yomer Sanchez. His past history with Sean Kelly. He's 2 for 3. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Tapper up the line. Forsythe scoops it up, and he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Left fielder is Delmonico.
Elroy Jimenez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
74, Elroy Jimenez.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The White Sox down to their last strike. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Leury Garcia. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Swinging and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Jimenez is off at first with 2 away. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game. And it took 6 here to get the job done. But, hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Rangers used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Chris Martin claims the win out of the pen, his first. Sean Kelly closes the door for the save, his second. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show. Now at the plate, Michael Brantley. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Houston, left fielder Michael Brantley.
Porcello has his target. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Benintendi has it, and it's a quick out, number one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, fellas,
Tyler White will bat next. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Now both runners are breaking. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Ranging back is Bradley at the track. And the runner is in from second. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the one run will be allowed to score.
really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough. Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. He's over.
Fourth inning, second baseman, Eduardo.
At the plate, J.D. Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Designated hitter,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Bogarts leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Hit hard up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's hitless in 6 tries. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Next up for the Stros.
The Astros. First baseman number 6, Julian.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Rafael Devers.
First offering on its way. Line drive to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Now batting, Christian Vasquez.
Christian Vasquez.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Line, but speared on a hop.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Carlos Correa now.
Leading out for the end. Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Mookie Betts. No hits to this point.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Moreland on at first, nobody out. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field, and it bangs off the monster. Moreland is on his way home. He'll score easily as they cut their deficit in half. It's a 2-1 game now.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
Here's Jackie Bradley now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's gone 3 for 6. He also has 1 home run. And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole. 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield, get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. He's in there at the plate, and this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Popped him up. Reddick coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. Stepping up to the plate, Christian Vasquez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Here's Michael Brantley, 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The second baseman, your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 47, Chris. Now running at first for the Red Sox, number 5.
Here's George Springer.
Leading out for the Astros, center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Hard liner to center field. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Nunez is up with it. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Now the Astros designated hitter, Tyler White. He went down on strikes last time up. He's set and the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Standing in, Mookie Betts, head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's
right fielder, Mookie Betts. Play ball. 3. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 47, Tyler Thornburg. Now pitching for the Astros, number 38, Joe Smith. Now pitching for the Astros, number 36, Will Harris. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox.
striding in for Houston, Tyler White. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. And now this at-bat just doesn't want to get off the ground as he'll step out for a second time. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Betts is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. Ready for another shot. Stepping up now, Yuli Gurriel. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball one.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. He pulls into third safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Bradley has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And both runners have to hold where they are, so call it a missed opportunity with two gone now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Brantley, attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this evening.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Bradley is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Riding in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He got
The Red Sox. Left fielder.
Roberto Ozuna is on now, hoping to find.
The attention, please. Now pitching.
Standing in, Rafael Devers, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Rafael
First
Devers.
delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.